Das Backup. Oh, schöne Stelle da mal von ChrisJ. Was? ChrisJ? Was ist mit dir los? Was ist mit dir los? Nein! Chris! Nein! Was? Was ein Ace! Junge!
ChrisJ's off base in the grand final against Team Liquid at ESL 1 New York 2018 is considered to be one of the best AWP highlights of all time. In this video, we're going to examine how he got to the point that he was able to get such a ridiculous ace in such a crucial round of a grand final under the most high-pressure situation possible. Now, Mousesports has just called a timeout, and their CT setup is going to be a heavy B lane. They're going to have 3 players leaning towards B, 1 player on Catwalk, a player playing the site, and ChrisJ is going to be opting out, so we'll get into that later. Now, out of spawn, it seems like Nitro read that could have been a possibility, as he's going to tell Twist and Naf to fake B before coming back, and Naf's going to grab mid control, and Twist is going to group back up with the rest of his team. So we'll see that right here. They're going to throw the fake Archer smoke, and then we're going to catch up with what Taco and Elise are doing. There we go, fake Archer smokes, because the skybox was just recently opened, I believe, and then they're going to throw 2 flashes out here. And as soon as they do that, I'm going to go switch over to Elise. Now, Elise and Taco are clearing Palace. Elise is going to spot Rop's shadow in CT, and watch what Taco does. He gets spotted by the Opera, he wide swings, and he wins the fight with Rops. And that's how we got to that point. Now, Nitro, they decide off of that they're going to commit. Nitro has the bomb. He begins making his way to towards the site, and Elise clears connector. So now Nitro thinks, okay, I can plant. Jungle is the only place I need to be worried from, but Naf just killed the player in window, so now Nitro goes for the plant, you see? However, ChrisJ begins to absolutely destroy their entire team, and Nitro is unable to stop it here. So the thinking of Nitro there, as I'll not let it go into the next round because the demo system, but the thinking of Nitro there was, okay, we know mid is clear now. Naf just killed the player in window, and Elise has control of connector, so I can plant for connector, and we probably win the round because it's a very tough retake there if you have the bomb planted for connector and you have 2 players mid. But once ChrisJ gets the first kill, Nitro stops planting, and ChrisJ ends up destroying their entire team. So now we're going to watch that round from ChrisJ's perspective so we can see how he was thinking and how things were going over at B for him at the start. Okay, so coming over to ChrisJ's perspective, like I said, he's going to call a heavy B lean out of spawn because he believes Liquids might try to go to the B site. It's obviously the wrong call as they end up finishing A with mid presence, but it's going to be him and Snacks mostly holding B, and Sunny is going to be on Catwalk, obviously leaning B if you're playing Catwalk, but he can also watch mid from there. I'm going to stay on ChrisJ's point of view the entire round so you can see how he reacts once those Archer smokes come in. First, he's going to start aggressively opping, so if anybody peeks out, we'll see that. And then once nothing happens, he postures for more information. And at the same time he gets this information, Rops is going to go down and spawn, and that immediately tells him, okay, they're going to go for an A finish. So he begins to rotate over to the A site. Now they have a player in window, he knows that. He decides to attempt to, Vax Sucks needs to get on that. He was clearly cheating there. He's going to come through spawn, flash for himself, and get aggressive as he knows that they need picks here because they're in a man disadvantage. Nice kill on Elise. And I'm going to go back to this specific portion and slow it down so we can watch how he actually took these fights. Okay, now we're back with ChrisJ and spawn. I'm going to pause right here. He has just been dinked by the player in Sandwich who is Taco. Taco has just dinked him. Now ChrisJ is going to make a very impressive reaction shot. Quick scope onto him. And he also saw Nitro, just his arm, go to plant the bomb. And that's going to get Nitro off of the bomb once Taco goes down. And as we see up in the kill feed, Naf has just killed the mid player. So now they know they have mid control, but Nitro cannot safely plant when ChrisJ is here. So let's watch who he kills next. Now Chris knows he needs more. They're still in a 3v4, and he sees Nitro taking out his op. But he also knows there's a player connector, because I believe Oscar called that out, so he's going to take the swing while he can on this player connector and hit another really good shot onto Elise and take him down. And you'll notice he's very proactive in this clutch. A lot of times low-level oppers like in Silver, Gold Nova, whatever, they'll keep peeking the same angle over and over again because maybe they just have simply more individual skill than others. But in a sea of the most ridiculous aimers ever, ChrisJ is kind of in the middle ground there, so he knows he has to use his brain and use his smarts to get these picks. He still knows Nitro's on site. Now he knows where Twist is as well, because Twist just took down Snacks, who was right behind him. So he's going to swing out here again to the left side, because that's where he spotted Nitro before, but he actually ends up finding Twist here in no man's land, as I believe also Snacks likely called out. That's where Twist killed him from. Boom. Easy shot. And now he knows Nitro's still on the site. If we go to take a look at what Nitro's doing, they're very close to spotting each other here. So let's go and continue the clip. Chris then decides, I gotta swing out to the right. He sees that it's clear, so he goes back to the left. And that's when Elise shows him, that's Naf. That's when Naf shows himself in connector, attempting to get the frag on Chris. Chris doesn't care, though. I'm sure we're watching it slow down. Chris probably didn't even process that Naf was in connector until he was already getting attacked. He's gonna swing, win the fight versus Nitro, and then hit an insane shot onto Naf. I don't know how Naf didn't get the kill here, but Chris did a very good job of staying poised under pressure. He peeked different angles every time. He wasn't continuously peeking the same angle over and over again, and that's what put his team on championship point, and they would eventually win the tournament against Team Chokewood.